the economy of Vancouver Island depends heavily on transportation. Getting people and goods to and from the island is key. And in the Comox Valley, some say winter weather will also bring an economic storm because flights are being turned away when the weather gets bad. CTV's Gord Kurbis has the story.
A Central Mountain air flight fires up its engines at the Comox Airport. Crews are trying to get the flight airborne as fast as possible before bad weather rolls in again. Several flights were delayed today and through the weekend, creating difficulties for many passengers.
No, it's to be expected. We live on the West Coast and we do get a lot of fog and rain.
Nothing surprises me in air travel.
It's the first time in 4 years that I've been stranded here with fog or any weather.
Today, the situation was changing minute by minute, but the difficulties actually began this weekend when lower than usual cloud cover and fog drifted into the area around the airport. Not enough to cause problems for pilots under normal circumstances, but Comox right now is facing two challenges.
Aircraft approach the runway, the closer they can get, the lower they can get, the lower the visibility can be in order to conduct a safe landing. And in this case, on the weekend, on Friday, they were restricted to about 600 feet.
Construction work on one of the airport's main runways began at the end of the summer and is expected to last until March of 2013. Crews working down here means the runway is far shorter than normal.
Essentially, it displaces the threshold by about 3,000 feet. That has caused a slightly higher increase in the minima, which makes it more difficult for aircraft to come in and land. It means they have to level off at a higher altitude.
The civilian air terminal in Comox shares facilities with the Canadian military's 19 wing. And while the rules for military flights are different, civilian flights must adhere to specific approach requirements. In 2006, a survey conducted of obstacles surrounding the airport identified several offending buildings and trees, including these near Kai Bay. Until they're removed, minimum visibility levels were raised, meaning pilots need to see more of the runway from higher up, something not possible when the weather worsens.
You want to leave a little bit of margin of error for the pilots so that if they're not dead center on the runway, that they're not going to be risking crashing the plane into a tree or a tower or a building.
Last year, the base began working with homeowners in the area to top many of the offending trees, but ran into resistance with a few key properties.
Some of the overheight trees contain species at risk, which are the great blue heron and the eagles. So we've worked with Canada Wildlife Service and Environment Canada to develop an environmentally responsible plan.
That phase topping of the remaining trees is expected to last until the end of December 2013. Until that and the runway project are complete, winter passengers flying in and out of the Comox Valley could face more delays. Gord Kurbis, CTV News, Comox.